Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap with Close to My Heart, and we are here with our 56th Technique Tuesday. So we hope you enjoyed our subscription box last week. We took a little bit of a detour, but we wanted to tell you guys about them while they came out, and they are new, so you can get on board with them and have some fun with our Cut Above kits.
They're great, and they're really quick.
Yes, very much so. And we really like how they give you the free prints, so you can actually just fill them right away with your photos. So, would you like to tell them what today's technique is?
Yes, today's technique is stamp kissing.
Woo!
Kissing stamps.
Either one. But I'm betting you're like, what are you guys talking about? So, we are about to show you.
So as we said, today's technique is kiss stamping. And what that means, it just basically means that you're going to take a background stamp or a stamp that's solid like this, and you're gonna kiss another stamp to it to make an image. Yes. Mwah. Okay. And today what we're gonna be using is our Nectarine and Clover inks. We have our Colorful Texture stamp by The Story by Stacy. We have Christmas Countdown stamps and the Hello Pumpkin card making stamp and thin cuts. But we're not going to use, yes, we are not using the thin cuts.
But they are cute.
They are very, very cute. What we are going to start with is a simple little stamp. So we are going to start with the pumpkin stamp from Hello Pumpkin and our Nectarine ink. For this particular purpose, I am using the solid pumpkin because there are a few. There's a solid one. There's the one that has, I don't know what those are called, the sections of the pumpkin, and then there are little dots here that you could use to decorate your pumpkin, and the different faces. We are going to be using one of the faces to kiss into the stamp. So let's.
There's a cat face. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Did you want to use the cat face instead? No, okay. We're just going to turn over our Versamat. Remember, you want a cushy surface. And we're going to put our paper down.
So before we did this, we actually did some experimenting to figure out which ones we liked best. So you can see a bunch of our scrap paper. And that's how we decided which stamps we're going to use and show you. So don't be afraid. You do not have to do this right on your good paper right away. This is our White Daisy cardstock. You can do it on your scrap paper first.
Definitely. And it's great because I was thinking of doing the background, the solid background stamp with words, and then I realized that I couldn't do words because the words are reversed and you won't be able to read them. So just something to know. Okay, so I'm going to take my Nectarine ink and I'm going to ink up this pumpkin. Now I just attached the top of the pumpkin just so we could have a full pumpkin when we stamp it.
And it's cute.
And it's cute, yes. So now that it's all inked up, I'm going to take the faces that are the pumpkin faces, and I'm not going to ink it up. I am just going to, kiss it to the pumpkin. And then I'm just going to stamp it. And there you have it. So since it kissed it, it took the color off of the one stamp. You may be able to second generation it. Yes, you can.
Look how cute the little pumpkins are. Oh, that one didn't work as well.
But you could always just do that and then do that.
That's cute. See, look, we're experimenting as we go.
Yes, we are. All right, so do you want to use this big one?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to use the big background stamp from The Story by Stacy stamp, and I'm going to
Let's go above our pumpkins.
We're going to go above our pumpkins this time.
Remember, this stamp is harder to ink.
Yes, so you want to make sure, and it does have some texture to it where the ink does resist it because there are some lines in here. This is going to create a more subtle design, but I just want to make sure that it's all inked up.
And then I just took this, the one that gives it the dimensions, and the top again.
right? And we're just gonna kiss it
I might
up
have
and
moved a little.
down. If you move a little, you're gonna get a little bit more of a splashy type thing, but
Sorry, I moved a little.
that's fine. And you're gonna go up and down and
That's
oops.
so cool.
Yes.
You can see it.
You could still see it.
But there's also, remember, the texture in this block.
Right.
But still, that's a very cool thing. So if you wanted to make backgrounds on a card or something like that, it gives it a subtle thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of cool.
Right.
I think it's
So when you do a smaller surface, you're going to be able to see the design a little bit more. And when you do a large surface, especially one that is textured more, you'll get a more subtle design.
And you could probably, if you want, you take that part out, clean this off, do different spots of it so you have a little bit more of a design. Or you could just take one of our solid background stamps and then put it over a big surface like this. And like, let's say you had dots, you'd take out dots. It'd be cool. Why don't we try that stamp with some trees?
Sounds good to me. First, we have to clean it.
Okay, so here's your scrub brush.
Here's my scrub brush and
here's the
spritz cleaner.
spritz cleaner. We are not going to do it over our
Paper.
stamped paper
No.
though.
No, we are not. So,
It gives it an interesting texture when you do.
yeah.
Okay, where's our little tree? So, like we just said about the pumpkin base or the design, if you could do it multiple times on the block. We're going to do that actually with our little leaf. So we're going to run the leaf through the middle, or leaf. Whoa, my little tree. We're going to run the tree through the middle to show you that how it can take off multiple areas.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
going to grab a scrap piece of paper just to put here so we can stamp that tree off.
And we are using our new
Clover.
clover. Thank you.
Can I do it?
Sure.
Yes. I like to play with things.
It may be easier to put it down flat on a surface
Sorry.
when you're kissing.
I'm having fun.
She's having fun though.
Look how good the ink comes off of them. So I am going back over them slightly just because this has a lot of ink on it and it's a tiny, tiny stamp. But you'll still be able to see the design.
And it's great
Just took
because
that more.
you're going on a clear background, so.
Trees.
That looks so cool.
And once again, you could do this on a stamp like this as well. Put them along the bottom and then have that top area for more designs. But even, you can see, look how cute. And look at the texture it actually gave the trees too.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you wanted to just use the trees on something, you get that different texture than when you just take this and stamp it. It's solid versus some texture. So it's just another one of our stamping techniques and gives you a bunch of different ideas.
And you could use this on 12 by 12 as a background, or you can use it on cards.
Yeah. I will say I like how this came out a lot better than the trees, but I think that's once again because I wasn't laying flat down. But I do like how I took it and then it took the texture out. So like we said, play with it, see what you want. Like this was an experiment and look how cute those little pumpkins came out. So that's what stamping's all about. Do not be afraid of it. Get messy. So
Play.
yes. All right, and that's Technique Tuesday.
And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about kissing stamps, then let us know and we will answer them in the comments below. And yeah, I guess that's it. Any other things about?
Just have fun and experiment, because the results will be great.
And I think this is the last video of our stamping technique. So we will be coming back to stamping eventually, but we figured we've given you enough of our stamping techniques and we're gonna go back to regular techniques next week. So stay tuned and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. And we choose what Technique Tuesdays. Move head. My hair doesn't like the humidity. Okay. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions.